Alright, so for this next part, we're going to add clouds and birds. And to do that, I've actually given you, if you go back to the Finder, I've given you these clouds brushes. It has two clouds in it, so just double click it and it'll automatically load into your Photoshop. So now, if you go up here, let's make a new layer. We'll call this left cloud. And hit B for brush. Make sure you have white as a foreground color. Right click, and at the very bottom, let's move this very bottom over here. Well, I had these already loaded, but you'll find them. They should be at the very bottom. The first cloud that we're going to do is this one over here. Okay, and it's pretty big. Hit return, and you can click anywhere. Just click once, and look at that. Cool cloud right there. We're going to make another layer. All right, we'll call this right cloud. And right click again. And this time the other cloud that I put in that file is this one right here. And just click like so. And there we go. Now the first cloud is has a little bit of artifact, so we're just going to go ahead and delete that. Hit the E for eraser tool, and just go ahead and see that that's a little outline that's around here. Sorry about that. But there we go. Got rid of it. Not too hard. All right, so first thing is left cloud. I want it to be, let's zoom out a little bit so we can see our composite. I kind of want it to be around here, something like this. And I want the right cloud somewhere like this. It's really helping sell that transparency in the top bit, which is nice. So I like that. So that was pretty easy. 2 clicks and we have that. I feel like this this light that we did earlier, I think it's because I put it below these water drops, it became a little too purple. And the other thing is I could just go in the hue here, make it a little less saturated and a little less purple. Let's try that. That's a bit better. And perhaps make this 60%. That's better too. Okay, good. It's a little distracting there. All right, next thing we're going to do is go back to the Finder, and we're going to find this beachandbirds.jpg, I believe. Here we go. And we're just gonna copy these birds out. So the first thing I'm going to do, just to make this simple, is crop. So C for crop. Take this tool right here. Delete crop pixels is checked. And hit return. That way I don't have to deal with a huge file. All right, and now, same as before, take this quick selection tool and just select everything other than the birds, like so. Let's zoom in a little, see what we got. 200%. All right, so I'm missing, whoops, undo that. I'm missing his wing. So I'm going to Command-Shift-I, it inverses the selection. So now I'm selecting the birds instead of the sky. And so I can just add, with a very small brush, I can add his wing. Like so. There we go. Something like that. He seems pretty well selected. Okay. They're going to be pretty small, but, you know, good job, well done is always nice. So get a little small here. Do this, okay, and all right. Okay, so now once that's done, go to select and mask, and we do some edge detection here. Give us a little edge detection, come on. All right, he's selecting, there we go, that's a little better, something like that. All right, hit okay, and this time I'm not gonna make a mask, I'm gonna do new layer via copy, Command J. All right, zoom out of this. And take this new layer, whoops, not this, let's close this up. Don't save that. Don't need this either. Let's close all this. Let's close all these files. Here we go, our birds. And just drag them. There we go, got them right here. And let's bring this all the way to the top, in front of the clouds. Okay. And there's a little bit of color in there, which I don't really like. It's that blue color. So hit Command U. And we're gonna desaturate our cyans and blues. First cyans, pretty low, and then our blues. And that should get rid of that color that was kind of peeking through. So that's pretty good. Okay. One of the reasons why I didn't just do a mask is because I like these birds, but I want to move this one. So let's just M for marquee. Select this guy, and we can actually just move him. Let's just move him. I want him up here, actually. Like so. All right, and deselect. I still have this artifact. I believe that's from my left cloud. Yeah. Let's go here, hit E for eraser, a little smaller. Let's just delete this bit right here. There we go. There was a little line there. All right, so our bird's pretty good. Pretty happy with that. Let's name it birds. Okay. All right, so now we do need a little bit of lighting, a little bit of color, that is. So I'm going to create a new layer here. I'm going to call this blues in sky. All right, and I'm going to hit B for brush. Take a normal brush, not a big cloud brush. Something like this. Make it a little bigger. And we're going to take the eyedropper, or hit the Alt key, and take one of these blues right here. Make the opacity, say, 30%. And now, whoops, undo that. This layer needs to be in color mode so that when I color, it doesn't change shading. So undo that's a little too strong. Let's do 10%. It doesn't change shading, it just changes color. All right? Click a little bit here, there. I want to just give it a little bit of color. Pick a different blue here, just so it has a little bit more life instead of the very, very gray black and white that it had. See? Before, after, before, after. I like it. Okay, and so that's the birds and the clouds. Let's add the sun and a little bit of tweaking for the rest in the next chapter.